Happy Thursday.
What's that? Friday Eve? That's what they call it? Is it Friday Eve?
Cut. Okay.
Welcome to the second rendition of the Joe and Daisha show.
Yeah, guys. So thank you for tuning in with us. Today we want to start our relationship series off talking about long distance relationship and trust.
Your tongue twisted.
It is.
So, reason why we want to discuss long distance relationships because that played a vital role in Daisha and I's relationship. Daisha and I, prior to me moving to Dallas, we was in a long distance relationship for about 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very challenging, but at the same time, very rewarding. And I say rewarding because I'm engaged now, so clearly it all worked out in the long run and benefited both of us as far as love goes.
Right. So to piggyback on Joseph, yes, we were in a long distance relationship for a while, for a few months, and for myself, having or encountering another long distance relationship, I wasn't too sure about, because I had a situation where I had a long distance situation going on, and man, it turned out bad. Like, I ended up finding out this man had a whole nother life, a baby. It was craziness. So when Joseph and I met that evening,
She was reluctant as hell.
I was reluctant, but at the same time, I mean, like, just our initial attraction was really profound. And so when we exchanged,
She got that charm hit on her.
I'm not sure if it was that night. Yeah, it was that night or the next night. I'm not sure, where he told me he was from out of town, and I was just like,
it was that night.
and I was just like, oh wait, what? And I mean, honestly, when he told me he was from out of town, in my head I was just like, of course, like, this type of dude can't be nowhere near Dallas. And it kind of
1,000 miles at that.
it kind of made me sad. I mean, in a sense, like, it was a quick, like, oh man, like, he lived out of town. But when he and I exchanged numbers, and we like went on a date, like, that next day, like, our connection was like, I'm talking about magical. So the
Was
long
it magical?
pew, pew, pew.
Do you believe in magic? Remember that song?
Anyway, so when Joseph went back home for the weekend, I mean, when he went back home from the trip, of course, one thing I can honestly say, he made being in a long distance relationship extremely, extremely easy. And when you do encounter someone and you also happen to, be in a long distance type of situation, one thing that's going to be extremely, extremely important is communication. Communication is going to be, I mean, that's vital to anyone in a long distance relationship, because here you are so many miles apart and you're not able to have a normal type of situation where, you can go meet your mate for lunch, or this man is courting you and y'all can go get a quick lunch, a quick bite to eat for lunch, or y'all could, it's different. It's definitely different than a traditional relationship. So,
and me as a man, I ain't mean to cut you off, but me as a man, just piggybacking off of her, I couldn't do the chivalrous things that men are accustomed to doing initially when you're trying to build a relationship with somebody. So it was also hard on me, because you got this amazing woman 1,000 miles away, and you can't really engage, physically, one-on-one. But, like you said, if it's when it comes to long distance relationships, if it's something you truly want and you value, and you admire and you care about, you're gonna stick through it and do whatever's necessary to keep that relationship going. And
Yeah, and I mean that's true. And I'm reading a book by Napoleon Hill, and one of the things that he talks about is having the desire to do something. You know, whatever it is that you're wanting, if you truly desire it, that means that you eat, sleep, bleed that desire to do that. You wake up thinking about that want that you're aiming for and things like that. So when it becomes a desire, that means that nothing is going to stand in your way. And I think for Joseph and I, we had a desire to get to know each other. We had a desire to make this situation work. And for him being a man, he had a desire to, hey, this, like he said, this amazing woman, I have to get to Dallas. I have to get to where she is because I can't let this, woman slip away. But again, before we can even get there, the communication had to be intact. And that's how it was with Joseph and I. Like, we literally communicated day and night.
Day and night.
Like we didn't like we didn't miss a beat with communication. Like, we probably communicated more than couples in the same city. You know what I mean? And again, of course, Joseph and I were both reluctant to even pursue one another. But again, it was like the chemistry was undeniable. Like, it was something that it was like, for myself, I was just like, yeah, this is worth trying. Even if it was to go, even if it didn't work out, even if he didn't move to Dallas, our connection is so strong that it was worth giving a shot. And the communication, again, played a major part with that. And with the long distance relationship, it's not for everybody. Like, it's not for no punks. Like, seriously, like you have to be committed. Like, you seriously have to be committed. You know what I mean? And it takes two, not just one person. You know what I'm saying? And along with all of that is trust. Like, Joseph and I communicated every single day during our lunchtime. Yeah, I mean, we literally talked all day, all night. So he made me feel so comfortable. Like, and of course, people be like, girl, why are you doing a long distance? Why, he might got a whole nother family like your last situation. He might got this going on and this and that. And he made me so comfortable that I was just like, you know what? I mean, I don't know if what he got going on in North Carolina, but at the same time, we communicate so much that I could almost say with 100% certainty that this boy not doing nothing. Like, he seems really into me. He seems really interested in me. And so that's why I was just on board to, just go through with it.
And then, just with that, like, especially a woman has that instinct, and they know, which will tie into our next part of long distance relationships, which is trust. Like, the consistency, the communication, and, just being, honest and sincere. I mean, that's one of a couple of the components that are necessary in a long distance relationship. I mean, me, it was difficult. I was very reluctant to begin a long distance relationship. But, as she was saying, when you have chemistry with somebody, you tend to want to make sacrifices. With that being said, making sacrifices is very vital. Especially in a long distance relationship, you want to build trust in that relationship, stay consistent. And if you truly value it, you'll do what's necessary to make that relationship work. As time progressed with Daisha and I, we had decided that one of us was going to make a move. And, because our daughter Trinity, was a factor involved in our relationship, I made the sacrifice and moving to Dallas, Texas. And
we are not country like that.
they country, y'all. like when they say here, they say her. Like they enunciate they R's with a very what's the word
Twang.
twang, whatever you want to say about it. But yeah, trust is a major role that's involved.
It is a huge factor in a long distance relationship. So we just kind of wanted to get on here and just briefly talk about the long distance relationship part of our relationship. And on our next topic, we want to dive deeper into trust and just how, despite anyone's past experience, like if you have a goal to love again, if you have a goal to be married, to be engaged, like one of the main components in that relationship is going to have to be trust. And again, ladies, and gentlemen, we are going to dive deeper into that because, when it comes to trust, it's a lot of stuff that goes into that. So we thank you guys for tuning in with us on this evening. And we really, really hope that you just enjoy this series with us. Our goal is to, again, encourage and empower as many people, single, couple, whatever. We just want to inspire as many people as we can with our love story.
And just a sidebar, we're not relationship experts, we're not therapists. We just base our topics off of our experiences and our perspectives and, what we're going through in our relationships. If y'all got any comments, if y'all want to leave some advice for us, if you want to tell us about any topics you want us to talk about, leave the comments down below, like and subscribe, and we'll holla.
Peace.